G'day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is Trucking Tuesday, back on Farming Simulator 25 for Truckfest 2. We did a Truckfest originally with European trucks on Farming Simulator 2025, and now I figured, well, there's still not much going on in the trucking world, so why not come back with American trucks. Here we have a couple of International Transstar here, one with the short chassis and one with the long chassis on the back. We'll go through them individually and talk about the trucks. And we've got a couple of old Macks here. One of them is very similar to the rubber duck truck, which is the one that I'm hoping to get on American truck. We've got quite a new Mack there with a huge sleeper cab on the back, and we've got a surprise Volvo. Okay, let's go through them one by one as our little truck fest begins. Starting with this short chassis Transstar. Let's jump in. Modelled very well. We've got, look at that, goes quiet. The outside noise then stops as we're sat inside of our truck. We'll get it started up in a minute. We've got a CB here on the ceiling, and the CB is then sort of anchored up on the ceiling there. Love that. Sleeper there on the, well, just behind us really. And yeah, let's get it started up. So we'll take it out into the yard. We'll talk about it. We'll park it up. So I won't keep this video too long because I don't know if these history videos go down very well, but we'll talk about the truck, how long it's been in service, and yeah, we'll just have a bit of fun really. Like I said, there's not too much going on. You've got an animated character looking out from the outside, so she'll reach for that gear stick as well. So if we go into reverse, you'll see that gear stick moving there. So up into first. Sadly, there's no animation of hands here, but so let's take it to the yard. Just about here really will do. You jump out and leave it running. We'll walk around it and then we'll do our talk. You know, I think when we think about the trucks on American Simulator ATS and the modding community, I think really you don't have to look far to see what potentially it may look like. So let's knock that engine off so we can talk about this truck. This is the International Transstar. Did it say 800? I think so. I'll just bring up some information. But yeah, a glorious looking truck. You might recognise it from the Convoy movie if you're as old as me. So let's have a look at it. The International Transstar II, often designated as the CO4070B, of course, cabover. This was a legendary Class 8 cabover engine, a COE truck produced by International Harvester between 1974 and 1981. It was a refined successor to the original Transstar, designed specifically to accommodate the larger high-torque diesel engines that were becoming the industry standard for long-haul trucking. The 800 engine, the Transstar, is often associated with the International V800 turbocharged diesel engine, 798 cubic inch V8. In standard configurations, it produced approximately 400 horsepower. Other engines to go inside, and you're going to love this if you know your engines now. So I don't know if I spoke about this. I spoke about it on a members video. I was talking about there's a fire engine on my music desk. Now, my dad was a part-time firefighter. I'll go into that another time. And they had a fire engine with a Cummins engine. And they also had a Detroit. And this is how I knew about these Cummins and these Detroit engines. So, alternative powertrains, it was famous for offering a dizzying array of engine choices, including the Cummins engines like the MTC 350 or the massive KT 450, which delivered up to 3,800 pounds-feet of torque. Also, you could throw in this truck a Detroit diesel. Popular options included the 8V71 and the 8V92, which was a V8. You could also throw in this truck a Caterpillar. The 3406 six-cylinder diesel was also a frequent choice. Wasn't it the Beetle or the Mini? No, it must have been the Beetle. You could throw like a V8 into that as well. With the smaller cars, I'm sure you could. Anyway, let's go and get this truck parked up. I think it's a glorious truck, and like I said, it really does showcase some of the modders at work here. So let's get it started. Those stacks there and the caps just bounce in there with the revs. Let's back this one up. So I'll pop it in front of the garage. Not going to take it far today. And get that truck stopped. So truck number 2 is also the International Transstar, and we talk about all the configurations for the engines. Well, with this one we have the long chassis. Why would you have the long chassis? Well, let me tell you. On the International Transstar II, a longer chassis or wheelbase was typically chosen for 3 practical reasons: ride and comfort, stability, and compliance with weight regulations. Because the driver in a cabover like the Transstar II sits directly above the front axle, as you can see there, look, I mean, they're literally sat right there above that front axle. They feel every bump in the road. A longer wheelbase increases the distance between the front and rear axles, which help dampen vibration and reduces the choppy or bucking effect common in short wheelbase trucks. In the 1970s, before modern air ride suspensions were standard, a long chassis was the only way to make long-haul driving physically tolerable. A longer chassis tracks straighter at highway speeds and is more resistant to crosswinds or turbulence caused by other passing vehicles. So they're saying that basically it sits on the road a bit better. It doesn't suffer from, what do they say? At high speeds, it was more resistant to crosswinds. And it also talks about an increased distance between the tractor steer axle and the trailer kingpin makes the rig more stable and less likely to slide out of control or jackknife during sudden braking. And finally, there was the weight distribution. So to protect road infrastructure, US federal bridge formula laws limit how much weight can be concentrated in a small area. Spreading the load by extending the chassis, a truck can spread its total weight over a longer distance. This allows it to carry heavier payloads legally without exceeding the weight limits for Pacific bridge spans. And finally, a longer frame allows for a more precise positioning of the fifth wheel, where the trailer attaches, helping to balance the load so the front steering axle isn't too overloaded. So that's the reason that you would go for a longer chassis. Let's pop in this truck and see if it looks any different. So here we have the steering wheel. Looks very similar, to be fair. The CB, yeah, so the inside is the same. So we'll drive it on over. Love how it gets thrown in gear there. Like, you can easily see that longer chassis there. So if you're looking for your American truck and you fancy a cabover, you might want to consider the longer chassis. These noisy V8s. Right, let's get across to the next truck. So here we are, the Mack truck. This one is called the Mack Super Liner 6x4. It's a heavy-duty Class 8 conventional tractor introduced in 1977 as a flagship model for demanding tasks like road trains, B-doubles and heavy haulage. It is designed for extreme duty, often powered by a 16-litre MP10 engine up to 685 to 780 horsepower, paired with an M-Drive AMT transmission featuring a 6x4 configuration for maximum traction. Let's jump in this and have a look on the inside. So again, no sleeper on this one, just a day cab. Looking quite nice though, with all the sort of rivets around. Let's get it started up. So a different sound again. You know, I do think, you know, when we think about these American trucks on ATS, how nice are they going to sound? As a train just goes by on the other side. Let's have a look at that gear stick. It's a bit dark in the cab, to be fair. Quick look over the stats. The 6x4 setup utilizes 2 rear driving axles, providing optimal traction for heavy long distance or highway transport. Features a traditional long nose conventional cabin with options for large sleepers. Well, we've got no sleeper on this one. So safety and technology, equipped with advanced safety features including ABS, anti-brake system, Bendix braking systems and Mack Road Stability Advantage. The history here: 1977 launched as a flagship conventional for the West American market. 1985 the RW2 model was introduced using the Mack Ultra Liner cabover chassis. In 1993 discontinued in North America and replaced by the CL700. So that is this Mack. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously not a new truck now, it's going to be a classic, isn't it? But still very cool. Let's back this one up. Throw some lights on. The sounds. How much are we looking forward to taking any of these American trucks on big long hauls across America? I cannot wait. So that's the International Transstar. That's the Mack. Of course, this is not a cabover. Your engine is in the front nose. And now I think this is an RD truck. So let me dig up my notes. I'll go across this next Mack. So it looks like I might have been a bit ambitious, because I thought I painted it black and I thought it looked like the truck from Convoy. This is the Mack Super Liner 6x4, so very similar to the previous truck. Let's just take it out so we can get it into the yard. So we'll look around, and yeah, very similar to the inside of the other truck, to be fair. Let's get it started. We'll throw up some lights. Look at all that dashboard lighting up. Even got the white gear stick there. I'm sure that yeah, the movie in the rubber duck truck. Look at it. It looks like rubber duck truck to me. This is going to be my American truck. If I can get this one, I will be very, very, very happy. I know there's going to be a lot of you wanting to run the newer trucks and stuff, but I do like the classics. And that's just me, you know, and it's good that we're all different. So it looks like this truck is the same as the other one, but what was the rubber duck truck from the 1970s? Well, it was a Mack RS 700L series, specifically models commonly cited as the 1977 Mack RS. I thought it was an RD. The iconic black truck featured a 60-inch sleeper with a turbocharged Mack engine and is paired with a 1960 Trail Mobile tank trailer. Watch this space. I'm hoping to get it on American truck, but we'll see how we go. But let's get this one parked up. I think that might have been me looking through rose-tinted glasses thinking, yeah, that's the rubber duck truck, isn't it? But sadly it's not. But painted it black, it kind of looks a bit like it, right? So let's get it started up. Throw some lights on. And we'll leave it there. Okay, so only 2 left now. Now I think we're going to go to the new Mack, which is looks a bit like the trucks on Alaskan road truckers. So this one here is the Mack Anthem 6x4 with a 505 HP MP8 engine, a heavy-duty highway tractor featuring a 13-litre engine with 1,860 pounds of torque, optimized for efficiency and driver comfort. It boosts aerodynamic styling, advanced safety systems like the Bendix Wingman Fusion, and an optional 70-inch sleeper, making it ideal for long hauls. Let's jump in this one. So here we have, there's a fridge very similar to Alaskan road truckers, probably a microwave, there's a microwave up there as well, and the sleeper cab. And look at this height. You could probably do some burpees in this truck. Let's get it started up and have a look, see what the inside looks like. So yeah, we're definitely modern now. Look at the rev counter, the speedo. Looks like we've got maybe a radio selection there as well. Let's just drive this into the yard. Yeah, look at the size of it. This is definitely one of the long hauls, you know, really comfortable. Let's have a wander around it. So again, quite a short chassis on this one, to be fair. But it's going to be super comfortable, isn't it? There's big wing mirrors on the front as well. So it goes on to say that long haul interstate, ideal for sustained high speed, heavy load operations, known for versatility in varied, demanding environments. That is the Mack Anthem truck here. Let's just reverse it up. But yeah, that's I don't know, is this your cup of tea, do you think? What is your cup of tea? Is it going to be the 2 American old school Macks here? Is it going to be the cabover? Or is it going to be something a bit more modern like this one here? So get started up. We'll throw some lights on as well. It's huge, this truck is. So we just got one more truck to go, an American truck, however, not an American brand. Here you will see a Volvo badge. Here on an American truck. Look at these axles back here. This is a proper heavy duty truck. Let's find out a little bit about it. So the Volvo VNX 300 is a specialised high performance day cab. Oh, it is a day cab as well. Tractor. They call it a tractor unit designed specifically for heavy haul applications such as machinery, transport, logging and large equipment hauling. It is part of the redesigned VNX series introduced around 2018 to 2019 that focuses on providing high power manoeuvrability for local hauls and extreme structural durability. The massive power is up to 605 horsepower, 2,050 pounds of torque, typically via the Cummins X15 engine. It offers a versatile axle configurations with an 8x6 and an 8x4 for improved traction under high load, low speed conditions. It has crawler gears just like my pickup truck. It is frequently paired with the Volvo iShift automated manual transmission featuring crawler gears. If you don't know what crawler gears are, basically means that you go into like a crawl, and then you have like maybe, well, in the trucks it could be more, but in my pickup truck I've got 5 gears that just go into like a crawl. So you've got like a full 5-speed gearbox, but it's like a crawler. It crawls. I don't think I'm explaining it very well, but I may well show you on my truck video that I'm going to do down the road, but that's in the future. The chassis is designed with a higher ride height for better articulation and better front ramp angles. Axles and suspension, it features with a heavy duty front axle and rear axles with the option to lift the axles. Oh, can we lift the axles? Hold on. Let's get this one started up. Love how they all sound different. I don't know if you've seen on the dashboard, actually came up with the Volvo logo before it loaded in all the instruments on the dashboard. Let's just check this out a second. So yeah, so sadly I'm unable to see like the Volvo that we had on the original Truckfest. You were able to lift some of the axles. This is pretty heavy duty for a Volvo, and yeah, very cool. I was quite surprised to see the Volvo, to be honest with you. So there we go, that is our Farming Simulator 2025 Truckfest. And just a little bit of fun really to come back to some of these trucks, well, the American trucks, and talk about them in detail. And let me know which one you think might be your favourite. Is there one that you think you might bring to American Truck Simulator? Do you have an eye on a truck that you're hoping to drive in both Euro and American Truck Simulator? I know we're all super excited for it. We're just waiting for it to land. And while it's great to see trucks in this game, there's not a great deal of trucking apart from a bit of haulage here and there. But I think, nonetheless, I think they look terrific. They sound terrific. And it just whets our appetite for the games that's coming this year. Well, that's it from me. I do have next Tuesday a new truck game to the channel coming, but I'll leave you with that suspense. Yeah, that's it from me really. If you want to smash like on the way out, it's always super appreciated. If you're subscribed and part of the SAS crew, a massive shout out to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if you've gone the extra mile and become an SAS crew member, huge thanks to you. Thank you for supporting, man. It means a lot. And yeah, it means that we can go on and achieve even more great things. So a huge, huge thank you. I will see you tomorrow for Wild West Wednesday. We've got Friday Horses then coming up. We've got Biking Sunday. And then we've got Trucking Tuesday happening next week. I will see you on the next one. Take good care of yourself. And I'll see you soon. Bye.